Hey, it's Sarah with Loaves and Dishes, and today I'm going to be showing you how easy it is to grill squash. Be sure to subscribe to our channel and click the bell icon so you'll be notified when we upload. So, my father-in-law handed me a giant bag of squash over the weekend, so be prepared for a lot of squash recipes. So first I'm going to be grilling it. Now when you grill squash, the way that I'm going to do it, you want to cut them up into discs just so that they don't fall through the grill grates. And you want to make sure that your slices are thick enough that they're going to hold up to the grill. You'll see when I put these on the grill that some of them were a little too thin, and so like the middle kind of came out, and that's okay, it happens, but you want them to be a little bit on the thicker side. But not so thick that they like take forever to cook. I cut these they're pretty thin, but I don't know how to explain the thickness of the squash. They're thin enough, but also thick enough so that they didn't take too long to cook. Anyways, enough about that. If you cut them evenly, it won't really matter. They'll take the same amount of time to cook. It'll be fine. Okay, so I put them on some wax paper on a baking tray, and this is just for seasoning. I sprayed them with a little oil, and now I'm doing a little salt and pepper. You want to liberally season these with whatever it is that you're going to use. And that's the great thing about squash, is that you can put just about anything on them. Squash and zucchini are really great vegetables because they don't have a strong flavor themselves, so you can put anything on them. So I did salt, pepper, I put some ranch powder on, I did some chili powder, I even sprinkled a little cayenne pepper on. I mean, you could do anything. Lemon pepper, cumin, parsley, like any dried herbs that you have, any fresh herbs that you had. If you wanted to do like onion and garlic with it as well, you could do that. You can literally do anything you want, or just salt and pepper if you want to go real basic. If that's what you got in your fridge or in your pantry, then that's what you got. But that's the great thing about squash, is that, you know, if you've got something, you can put it on it and it's going to taste fine. So I'm just doing this to both sides, and you want to be really generous with your seasonings because a lot of it's going to come off. Like a lot of it is going to stick to the wax paper. A lot of it's going to stick to the grill grates. You might sprinkle on the salt and all the seasonings. You might think to yourself, wow, that's kind of a lot of seasonings, but you're going to lose a big chunk of it, probably close to half when you cook it. So I am always really generous with seasonings. So, and I'm just repeating the same process, a little oil spray. And I just have this Pam oil. If you wanted to use olive oil or, like whatever you had, that's fine. Any oil will work because we're not cooking these at a really high temperature. So, you don't have to worry about like smoke points for the oil or anything. Big sprinkle of salt, big sprinkle of pepper. That's some garlic powder. That's like kind of like the holy trinity for me: salt, pepper, and garlic powder. You could probably add onion powder in there too, but I'm out of onion powder right now. So it's kind of a bummer. I need to go to the store and get some more. Just be super generous with your seasonings. Okay, so now I've taken these outside. I've turned my grill on and I've oiled my grill grates, and I am just like literally throwing these on the grill because it was pretty hot. This was in the middle of the day. It was like 90 degrees outside, and then the grill was on. I was roasting. I'm not being super careful with these or anything. I'm just kind of throwing them on there. And eventually I will figure out a better setup for grilling things. But for now, we're going to all have to suffer through my shaky grill cam. I got to tell you, trying to hold the phone and grilling things at the same time is pretty difficult. So these have been cooking for a couple minutes, and I'm just going to give them a flip. And you can see here that like some of the ones that were too thin, it's obvious that they are too thin. They're like the middle is getting ripped out. So you go a little bit thicker on the slices. Oh, there was my hand. Okay. Okay, so now I'm taking them off. This whole process, they cooked for probably 5 minutes. Like, it really wasn't that long at all. My husband came home later that evening and reheated these and ate them for dinner and said they were great. So, and that's the bonus of cutting them a little bit thinner, is that they don't take quite as long. If you cut them thicker, you know, you might have to adjust your cooking time a little bit. They might take a little bit longer. But that's really it. It's super simple. It does take up a lot of grill space. So if you want to see another way to grill these, just let me know. And I have another kind of a trick with some aluminum foil where I make kind of like a little pan to cook them on. But yeah, thanks for watching, and check out Loaves and Dishes for more.